I would like to invite to the stage Bob Ritter, who will introduce Beau Coash.
All right, newsflash. Beau Coash was a really good football player. On a team of very good players, he stood out. Players ran fast out on the field. Coash glided. You could tell early on he was something special. Mortals caught footballs. Coash absorbed them. Mickey Heineken said he never remembers Beau dropping a ball in a game or a practice. He held a touchdown reception here for 30 years. This was well before gloves and stickum. And oh, by the way, after Middlebury, he played at the highest level of football. There are many theatrical catches. Jim Lovius remembers one at Tufts where he threw the ball well behind Coash and he reached back on a crossing pattern and grabbed it. All our teammates remember and have fond memories of those special circus catches Beau would have. But what teammates remember the most was how humble, hardworking, and what a great teammate he was. Great football player, even better person. He was the most talented player and yet the hardest working. Lovis recalls all those summer throwing sessions in Florham Park and at Rye. His practice intensity he would bring each day and his willingness to do anything for the team. There is not a more team-oriented offensive system than the wing T. Beau played right end, meaning when the formation called for him to split out, he did. When it asked him to play tight end, he did. Equally ready to catch a ball or make a key block. I remember our team being behind Colby when the play 121 was called. Beau and I double-teamed the defensive end, helped Mark Conroy scamper 40 yards for the TD. I'll never forget the look on Beau's face, an excited smile that rivaled any look he would have had after a TD catch. It was not about touches or how many times he was targeted. It was about playing and doing what it took for his teammates. He was the same way in the lacrosse field, despite never having played lacrosse until he came to Middlebury. He played on a midfield line known as the Baby Bulls. Let's just say not a lot of goals were coming off of that line. He has kept strong ties to Middlebury. He has mentored countless students as they have transitioned into the workforce. He's helped us with recruiting student athletes. His best recruiting job, though, might have been recruiting his kids, Cassie and Drew, to Middlebury. Cassie was a little tricky. She was deciding between Middlebury and Williams. In his clever way, Beau said to Cassie, before you make your final decision, let's take a ride out to Williams and check it out. When they made the trip from Concord, Beau was sure to point out the great golf course that Williams had. While they were there, he said to her, I could be out here playing golf every weekend and visiting you. Cassie deposited in Middlebury the next day. A lasting memory I have of Beau was when he and co-captain Bill Genovese were holding up the Wadsworth Trophy, awarded to the winner of the Middlebury-Norwich game, our last game. Tears streaming down his face, as was the case with all of us, as we realized something that brought us great joy was over. We broke out in a spontaneous Cheer Boys cheer, the first time it was sung after a game. Those teammates gathered on Norwich's field all enjoyed watching Beau's athleticism, but we are much more grateful for the lifelong relationships that Beau has cultivated and cherished. Beau, thank you and congratulations.
Great, that was really nice, thank you. Roy Heff already covered the team this year. What a phenomenal game today. Would have really been horrible if they lost, so thank you, Rit. And we're looking forward to supporting you down in Medford next week. This is a tremendous honor to be part of this class, to be joined by so many friends and family. Very special sharing this honor with Mickey, who's done so much for me. I also want to mention John Lyons. He's not with us tonight. Many of you know he had a pretty serious accident. He's recovering nicely, and we wish him a speedy recovery. He's doing quite well, given what he's gone through, but we're thinking about him tonight. I'm so lucky and fortunate to have come to Middlebury. I wasn't sure if I made the right decision at first, so I came up spring of my senior year to take another look. Long story made really short, I saw a bunch of football, lacrosse players play lacrosse, and I decided I wanted to be just like them. Dwayne Ford, Eric Kemp, Paul Shifley, Jack Dobeck, Roy Heffernan. If you saw what I saw, you would have come to the same conclusion. One of the best things about this Hall of Fame experience for me is reconnecting with so many of you through emails and texts over the last several months. All the conversations were so authentic and kind of woke me up. See, my last football memory was cleaning out my locker down in Foxborough with the Patriots, saying goodbye and leaving alone. I have been motivated by that disappointing experience for the rest of my life. Our conversations reminded me how incredible it was to play football with you and to represent our college. We had a blast. We just had a bunch that liked to play hard and had fun playing. It sounds so easy, but it's so hard to get it right. We didn't make any lofty goals or make any rah-rah speeches. We just pushed each other to be better. By example, we walked the walk. Best of all, we really enjoyed the journey together, and no one can take those experiences away from us. So when we sing the words to the song, cheer, boys, cheer, for Middlebury's here, fight, boys, fight, fight with all your might, we mean it. Those words fit us really well. I want to thank those who helped me so much in my journey to help make this all possible. George Cady, thanks for carrying the Middlebury flag and introducing so many of us to this great place. He scraped the mean streets of Westchester County. Got a bunch of us up here. Coaches, huge thanks to you, Mickey, Jim Grew, Bob Smith, Dwayne Ford, our freshman coaches, Roy Heffernan, and Dave LePan. Thank you for believing in us and coaching us to practice like we played the games. You built a first-class program and inspired so many of your players to pursue coaching. That is the ultimate compliment. I lost track. I don't know how many there are, but there's so many. Players, I'm not standing up here without you. Our offensive lines led by Steve Harrison-Mowitz and John Lyons. Our quarterbacks, Jim Lovey's, Coach David Caputi. Running backs led by Coach Ritter and others. By the way, our 81 team still has the team rushing record. Record-setting receiver Ted Virtue. In our defense, John Burchard, Bill Genovese, Peter Price, so many, Mike Heffernan. Our teams were resilient. When something did not go our way, no one pointed fingers. We just fought harder. I'm still so proud of what we all did together. To special families who helped me so much, and believe me, I needed a lot of help. You should have seen the pre-version of me. Frank Birkin family. Frank and Georgia came up here from North Carolina. Thanks for coming up here. We've known each other for 50 years. I think that's a streak. Let's keep that one going. Dwayne and Lori Ford. Thanks for bringing the Cheer Boys Cheer spirit to Middlebury and all you do, all you have done. Roy Girusso and family. Thank you for hosting me and being my eating and workout buddy. You helped me get to my first and second NFL camp. I gained 30 pounds in 6 weeks. I think you gained 50. It was ridiculous, but it worked. And it was not the Tom Brady diet, I can guarantee you that. We ate everything. Our trainers, Dick Waterman and Sue Murphy. I know Dick can hear us still. I will never forget Dick sprinting out to the huddle with pipe in mouth, dragging that huge water jug. You yelled at us to get going and then ran back to the sidelines without offering us a drink. Murph, thank you for helping me with the Project Weight Gain my senior year. I'll never forget it. All your research. My parents, my mom and dad, couldn't be here tonight. They are comfortable in Florida right now. My mom is getting through treatments for stage 4 melanoma, but she's still playing golf. She's a tiger. She's been a tough nut, which is no surprise, and my dad has been a shining example of support, which, by the way, is no surprise. They were like most of our parents, past and present. I think the 12-plus hour day trip from Rye, New York to Colby and back again kind of says it all. They would not have missed it. They don't like missing this night tonight, and they've done their best to all that they know. To Jennifer, Cassie, and Drew. By the way, I learned a little finesse along the way, so that trick with Cassie really did work. We have so many special memories and terrific friendships from years of being Middlebury field hockey and baseball parents. We miss you, Cassie. She's in Africa, traveling in Ethiopia, living in Nairobi. Thanks to Jennifer for drinking the blue Kool-Aid and raising our 2 Panthers. Love you all. In closing, I just have to say that I owe so much. I had tremendous roommates, friends, professors, coaches, and luck. I stayed healthy. My experiences here truly changed my life. I'm so fortunate and forever grateful. Thank you, everybody.